Hey everyone, welcome to AutoPH. Today, we will be checking out the 2020 Ford Everest 2.0 Titanium. This is gonna be a full tour and review of the Everest. We will be showing the different exterior and interior features. But before we begin, we'd like to thank our friends at Ford EDSA-GREENHILLS for letting us feature some of their vehicles. You can find their contact details in the description of this video. The Everest is a mid-size SUV manufactured by Ford. It is one of the American car brand's top-selling vehicles in the country, just following behind the Ford Ranger pickup truck that it's based on. This generation of the Ford Everest was first launched in the Philippines in 2015. What we're looking at now is a refreshed version of the Everest. For its refresh, it came with a revised front fascia, new and larger wheels, and a new 2-liter bi-turbo diesel engine, which is shared with the Ford Ranger Raptor and Raptor. A new Trend variant was also recently launched for the 2020 model year. Now as we look at the exterior, the updated Everest gets both a tougher and more upscale look compared to the pre-facelift model. The headlights have been upgraded to projector-type LEDs from HIDs. The chrome front grille was also updated with a more upscale look. On the side, the Everest comes with new 20-inch alloy wheels in 265/50 R20 tires. You get ventilated disc brakes in front and disc brakes on the rear. The suspension setup in the Everest is double wishbone with coil spring and anti-roll bar in front, and coil spring with Watts link and anti-roll bar in the rear. LED turn indicators on the side mirrors are standard. The Everest has 225mm of ground clearance. Wading depth is one of the best, if not the best in its class at 800mm. At the back, not much has been changed on the Everest. You still get the same LED taillights and bumper. Basically, the rear remains unchanged, but that isn't bad since the Everest does get a very good looking rear end. Under the hood, this Everest is powered by a new 2-liter inline 4-cylinder 16-valve bi-turbo diesel engine from the Ranger Raptor. It has 210 horsepower at 3,750 RPM and 500 Nm of torque at 1,750 to 2,000 RPM. It is paired to a 10-speed automatic transmission. Power is sent to all 4 wheels. Fuel economy can be expected at 9 km per liter in the city and 19 km per liter on the highway. Safety features on the Everest are quite a lot. These are pre-collision assist with pedestrian detection, also known as autonomous emergency braking, adaptive cruise control with forward collision alert, lane keep assist, driver alert system, automatic high beams, active park assist or automatic parking, blind spot warnings and cross traffic alert, electronic stability control, ABS, traction control, rollover mitigation and brake assist, hill descent control, hill launch control, tire pressure monitoring system, 7 airbags which include the driver's knee airbag and side curtain airbags from the first all the way to the third row, front and rear parking sensors, reverse camera, volumetric burglar alarm system and immobilizer, and ISOFIX child seat anchor points. On the key fob, you can find your unlock and lock buttons and your trunk release. Getting inside the Everest, it is equipped with Ford's intelligent access system. With the key around the vehicle, simply pull the door handle to unlock the vehicle. To lock, simply press a button on the door handle. The interior remains basically unchanged from the pre-refreshed Everest but still maintains its very upscale feel and great looks. The Everest is equipped with push-button start. To start the engine, simply have the key in the vehicle, put your foot on the brake and press the start button. The Everest comes with a 4-spoke leather-wrapped steering wheel. It is similar to that of the Ranger and is very nice to hold thanks to the upgraded leather material. Here you have the gear lever for your 10-speed automatic transmission with manual mode. You can shift manually via the buttons on the gear lever. You also get a reverse camera as standard. The Everest is equipped with dual-zone automatic climate control. You can either control the AC through the buttons or through the touchscreen head unit. All adjustments also appear on the head unit even when you choose to use the actual buttons. Using the controls on the head unit is also easy as feedback to touch is very good. This multimedia system on the Everest is Ford's 8-inch touchscreen Sync 3 system. The system features AM and FM radio, navigation, CD, MP3 player, Bluetooth, USB, and Apple CarPlay and Android Auto capability. The screen is overall easy to use with great response and easy to read graphics. What you see though may look a bit outdated, but the white background can be changed to black, which will modernize this a lot. Just below the AC controls, you can find some USB ports, a 12-volt power outlet, and storage. Just around the shifter, you can find your parking sensor and auto park assist feature buttons. Also here are stability control and rear differential lock and 4x4 low buttons. Just next to that is your selector knob for the terrain management system where you can select between normal, snow and mud, sand, and rock crawl mode. You also get 2 cup holders in the center console and deep storage underneath the center armrest. The storage also includes a small movable tray. Also standard are steering wheel audio and Bluetooth controls. Cruise control settings are also on the steering wheel. You also get power folding side mirrors. All 4 windows are also one-touch automatic up and down. Above in the center are the sunglass holders, LED map lights, and controls for the panoramic sunroof. The panoramic sunroof helps in making this already spacious cabin feel even more spacious. The titanium variant also gives you a gunmetal finish on the dashboard, just like on the door panels. Moving to the second row, space is pretty much what you should expect from a mid-sized 3-row SUV. Adults with a height of 5 feet and 6 inches and maybe even above won't have any problem here. On the ceiling, you get aircon vents and LED lights. You also get pockets behind both front seats. Below are the controls for the rear AC. You can control temperature, fan speed, and zones. Further below, you also get a 230-volt AC power outlet and a 12-volt power outlet. Rear passengers get a center armrest with 2 hidden cup holders. Moving to the rearmost seats, entering the third row in the Everest is not difficult as the second row can be easily slid forward. It may be a bit tight though for adults and larger children. When seated, space is actually adequate for anyone at 5 feet and 6 inches, though what is shown is with the second row slid forward. That does not sacrifice much legroom for second row passengers. Third row passengers still get ceiling aircon vents, hooks on the ceiling, and even lights. Overall, the Everest interior is one of the best in its class. Comfort and overall feel are excellent, and space is also more than enough. Moving all the way to the back, the Everest comes equipped with a power liftgate with hands-free function where you can swing your legs under the vehicle to open the tailgate. It can also be opened by pressing the button on the tailgate itself or by using the key fob. Once opened, you get 450 liters with the seats up. There's also some storage under the floor where you can find your tools. Folding the third row is extremely easy. Simply press the buttons on the side. Once folded, you get an excellent 1050 liters of cargo space with a very flat floor. To put the third row back up, just press the buttons again. To close the trunk, just press the button on the tailgate. We experienced the performance of the 2020 Ford Everest twice. While we haven't experienced it off-road, we were able to test it during the recent Ford Island Conquest held on the last weekend of January 2020 and the Autofocus Test Drive Festival late last year. The capability of the Everest was shown to us, one of which was here on the ramp where we used the hill start assist and hill descent control. Helpful when going up steep inclines is the hill hold feature and hill start assist. Usually letting go of the brakes will result in the car reversing, but with this feature, the vehicle will give you 3 seconds to step on the accelerator. Next is the hill descent control, where you won't need to step on the brakes while going downhill. The vehicle will modulate the brakes to give appropriate acceleration and stopping. This helps prevent the wheels from locking or the vehicle sliding, especially in slippery conditions. We also tested the Everest capability in rocky terrain, where its ground clearance proved good.
Lighter than the Raptor. Should be the same as the FX4. It's just a step.
Now into the driving experience, the Everest surprised us when we drove it for the first time. Steering is really light and is probably the lightest in the mid-size SUV category. The 2-liter bi-turbo diesel engine responds very well to throttle inputs.
Yeah?
You can definitely feel how quick the Everest accelerates.
AutoPH.
Huh?
AutoPH.
Ride quality is excellent despite the pavement being a bumpy brake pavement.
How many followers na?
The Everest 800mm wading depth was also proven in the pool of water.
Dami na.
The capability will be helpful in floods, especially during the rainy season.
700,000? Which was it? Toyota. Dito to the left. Sige. I will follow it. You guys are the host. What do you do?
Taga-video.
You're the one behind.
Rain sensing wipers is a standard feature which will be very helpful during the rainy weather.
Ay, hindi tumama.
Sayang. you guys been doing AutoPH?
Maybe 2 years na siguro.
2 years na. And then it's what? Reviewing cars.
Meron reviews and then drives.
Test drives,
Overall,
yeah.
the Everest proved itself as a great driving midsize SUV. It has proven itself very well in the course.
Something like
Acceleration, handling, comfort, and capability.
Pero sila matagal na.
A little bit, yeah. Tita Kakwa did
quiet
it
type.
a few years. 4 years? Not too long.
Ayun na.
Right. Change river. Huh?
Self-parking.
Yeah, they do have the assistant park assistant. You just have to tell one of the guys.
The 2020 Ford Everest Titanium 4x4 has an MSRP of 2,299,000 Philippine pesos. So that's all for the 2020 Ford Everest 2.0 Titanium 4x4. Please do subscribe if you haven't, and stay tuned for more videos.